It's
Yes Girls podcast is unique because
it's
there's
scripted.
only one.
Oh,
yeah. That wasn't very scripted, was it? Whoops. Take two. Hi.
Hi.
We are the Yes Girls podcast, and you are with us for Know Your Stars.
With Vibe BA2.
What challenges have you encountered so far?
Each episode is a challenge. That's the whole point.
Yes,
But-
and the being challenge. So the challenge is where we get to do something 24 hours a day, meaning you're just being something. For example, being vegan,
Being positive,
That was the worst.
being an
Still the worst.
activist.
Being an activist. So those are the hardest for me in terms of challenges, because it's the consistency and it's so awkward, and our challenges are really tough.
And I think overall, at being podcasters, actually what she said about sometimes you are right, you say good things.
Sometimes.
The
All
consistency
the
thing
time.
as a podcaster is what's tough. Like, you're constantly planning ahead for the next episode, the next season, finding the experts, you're scripting something. I mean, right now we're editing the episode that's being released in like
2 months.
10 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And keeping that consistency, you can't just, and you don't want to, right? You don't want to just say, we're done. But I think the consistency, the dedication, and the planning ahead is always a challenge. But it's a
Yeah.
challenge we really enjoy.
But and it's also good to have someone who's opposite of you. So I am naturally a creative and very kind of disorganized in an organized way. It's just a fancy way of saying I'm disorganized. So she is the planner ahead. So I know that's my weakness and that's her strength. So that's why it's good to have someone else who can be the strength where you're weak, right? Because I'm not known to be consistent, but that's what she's here for, to make sure I get shit done.
Yeah, we each have our strengths for the creative, the digital marketing, the visual stuff. Yeah.
Yes Girls podcast is unique because
It's
Yes Girls podcast is unique because
it's
there's
scripted.
only one.
One.
That wasn't very scripted, was it? Whoops. Take two.
I mean, it's a documentary style podcast. I think that makes it unique as well.
It's documentary style, but it's structured. It's multicultural. It's multifaceted.
It's multidisciplinary.
Yeah, very much. And we involve experts, and it's constantly evolving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's limitless.
And there's only one. There's only one Yes Girls podcast, but there are two Yes Girls. Oh, no, that's a lie. Everyone can be a yes guy or a yes girl. That's
You can
what's
be yes
unique about it.
people. Yes.
any projects you are working on so far or new episodes?
Definitely. We are working on season 4. And right now we're in the middle of the season, so is your audience okay with us saying this word, the yesticle word?
Yesticle.
So our many episodes are called Yesticles because we are the Yes Girls, but we
They're
like
little
puns, and of course. So they're called Yesticles, and there are 5 in between the 2 seasons, so that we have time to plan for season 4. Season 4 is starting in August, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But right now, so we're working on season 4. We're actually doing the challenge for episode 3
Yes, episode 3.
and episode
4.
5. 4.
That is which one? 4.
Shh, don't give it. Spoiler alert. So we're working on that season, and we're working on a very special episode in partnership with a new startup that does something really cool with podcasts. So that'll be coming soon. It'll be fab.
What are you
That's a
talking
clue.
about? That is a very hard clue, even I can't get it. What?
Well, you just have to listen to find out, even you. This is why I'm the planner. And season 4, each of our seasons has like something little unique about it, something different to the previous season. So season 4 has something very fun about it.
Very fun.
We had the No Girl, we had the experts, we had guest yes girls and guys. Season 4 is so much more fun, and for the future we're just looking at how we can get even more people involved with the podcasts as guests, interacting
yes
with
people,
it, even as sponsors as well, and we're working on growing all of that.
Yeah. So like we said, there's no limit. We always change our format, we change how we do things, we change who we involve as well. Yeah.
What do you do when you're not podcasting?
Full-time job so that we can pay for the podcast. So I am a content marketer, but I'm also an artist. That's basically it. Yeah.
And I'm a consultant. I have my own company, but I work in clean energy. That's solar and clean cooking. And I'm a very keen runner. And so one day I will convince Akumu to run.
Keen is a small world.
I'm a keen runner. I'm an avid runner.
Keen is like, keen. She runs all the time. All the time.
And pole dancing as well, which we featured in one of the episodes.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Season 50. 5 years from now, as a person,
Ooh.
I don't know.
Well, we'll still be Yes Girls.
Definitely. The podcast will still be on.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
It will have grown.
Yes.
We'll have loads of merchandise.
She'll be a mother probably by that time. I will be an auntie.
How many little ones?
Little yes people.
Yay! We'll have the first Yes kids.
Yeah.
But I hope that because we're evolving pretty quickly as a podcast, I don't know where we'll be in 5 years.
We can't really tell.
Yeah, maybe we'll have other co-hosts. Maybe we'll...
Special guests all the time. You know, we are so open to editing the format that we have no idea how the podcast will look like. We just know we want it to be still on.
And we'll know that it will be self-sustaining as well.
Oh, definitely over 5 years.
Yeah.
We hope.
Yeah. It'll be a multi-million-dollar
Way
industry.
before then, yes.
Multi-million-dollar.
What is your advice to anyone who wants to start a podcast?
Advice to someone starting a podcast.
I'd say this is the most important thing. I think for anyone creating something online, it's against the rules to say that, but create as an artist such that you're creating without looking at the numbers, because if you focus too much on the numbers, then you'll stop creating. The problem is, if you create maybe the 5th episode or something and you realize, there are just 2 people listening, always go back to why you started. You didn't start because people are going to listen. You started for another reason. So whether people are listening or not, that is kind of what the true artists do. It they just do the art for the art. And I feel like the only way to stay hard in a tough world like the digital world of creating is to create for the sake of creating and not create for the sake of numbers. Yeah.
At the same time, kind of the opposite.
Yes, definitely.
But the one key thing that I usually tell anyone who wants to start a podcast is be really clear in your intention, who you think will be listening. Not because you need hundreds or thousands of them to listen, but then at least you have your vision, your purpose, defining those things
your
means
target,
that you know what you're working towards instead of just being completely all over the place. We cover a lot, but we know exactly who we're talking to.
Yeah.
We've actually named them, we've given them an age, we've given them a profession. It's actually one of our friends that personifies it. We won't name her.
Although
we won't
things have
embarrass her.
changed.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But we had our intention and we knew what we were aiming to do. And that keeps us very driven and very grounded. And then even before we started recording anything, we made things like the logo, the slogan, just to make sure that it was structured.
Yeah, something that grounds us to something. Yeah.
Exactly. So we know what we're working towards, especially because there's 2 of us and it's not just one person going la 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 la, going wherever they want. We hold each other accountable, and we need to be in agreement on what we're doing, on what we're creating.
Exactly.
So it doesn't turn into a monster.
Yeah. So I mean, I believe in the woo-woo stuff or manifesting, but you can't manifest without doing the work. So create a plan, push towards it, but still create. Remember why. The why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important to you.
Yeah.
Will you always be forever two?
Yeah, maybe not. We could be 5 at some point. Like, we are limitless. We're not stuck to how we are right now. The same way we are not stuck in every season to our format, or what elements we add in the show. So at some point, if Beyonce wants to join us, hi Beyonce, please join us. You're welcome. We are open to anything as long as it makes the show better.
Yeah. We're not 2, we're 1.
Yeah, one soul,
Ow,
2 sides.
Ow, 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 ow.
One coin, 2 sides.
So if one wants to listen to your podcast, where can they listen?
Everywhere where you get good podcasts.
You forgot to say favorite podcast.
Everywhere you get your favorite podcasts.
Yeah, I find it weird. I don't know why I feel cringy when you say favorite podcast. It's like you're assuming we are their favorite.
Of course.
Okay.
So we're hosted on AfriPods, but you can find us on everywhere, basically. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox. No.
Oh, those others. ETC, those ones.
Yeah,
those ones.
anywhere you find podcasts. You can also obviously find us on Instagram, and then click the link and you'll find all of our episodes.
Yeah, so anywhere where you can find a podcast, just search Yes Girls Podcast and look for this amazing logo. Black background and lots of color. Any other that is not us is not us. Yes.
Well said.